Hello everybody, welcome to another part of Unicorn Overlord. So I've done a bit of farming, and as you can see, my money is crazy and my honor is crazy, and I have unlocked all of these slots. So I just need to make the next tier in renown, and I can have squads of 5. They really shouldn't have given me auxiliary battles, because I'll just steamroll the game now. But yes, during that time of farming, my station guards have been gathering resources, and I have, if you might see, 80 of these, and I needed 60 because there's 2 bridges to fix. So let's get onto it. Come, Morden. Looks like you've got the materials we need, Elaine. What do you say? Just prepare that bridge. So let's just do a bit of exploring, and then afterwards we're going to be doing a bit of report. Watching a few reports. Nothing like fixing up a wounded friend. You did good, friend. More honors. And another 10. Another 1,000, thank you. Oh, what's this? Our route to Grand Corain lies just ahead, Your Highness. Proceed forth, and the final battle against Galera shall commence in truth. Just immediately. Oh, what the fuck? Oh, I can't. Oh, okay. So I can't even progress. What's that? What is that? Winding woods. Tempting to look. I'm gonna look at that. Just want to see. Just want to see. But that's the proper entrance to Elfheim, I think, right? Before us lies the Winding Woods, a vast twisting forest through which only elves are able to navigate. Fortunately, Lady Lena has agreed to lend us her wisdom in traversing it. As the Elder Witch of this swamp, the elves trust me like they do few others. For this passage through Elfheim, I'd be glad to show the way.
Just past this thicket ahead, and we'll have made it through.
My thanks, Yana. We would have wandered this wood for weeks without your aid. Come, we should hurry.
Oh. Lady Rosalinda?
Oh.
What are you doing here
Hello.
by yourself?
You've arrived with some timing, Sarimet Yana. I was actually hoping to entreat your aid.
An acquaintance of yours, I presume?
This is Lady Rosalinda, elder sister to the Turanos of the Elves, the seer Altalinda.
And the boy is?
Prince Elaine, heir to Cornea's throne and commander of their liberation army.
Elaine, then. I see. Why have you come to Elfheim?
To breathe life into a revelation I was granted in Cornea's sanctuary. I was bade to meet with your Turanos.
Then I fear your travels are in vain.
Oh.
Altalinda is captive, held prisoner in Castle Lowerhall ever since our defeat at Zenoira's blade. Our people have fought for moons unending in order to win back her freedom. But our forces dwindle with every passing day.
Well, that's just the elves in
We'll never
general.
succeed without help.
Which is why you came looking for me.
If I may, how was Zenoira able to breach the confounding defenses of the Winding Wood?
By the hand of Sarimet Alcina.
That can't be. Alcina was a sorceress of great renown, and my esteemed master in the art of spellcraft. She was a trusted advisor to your grandfather, King Gerard, of 2 generations past.
A faithful
Yes,
ally
that's
to the
generally what a
crown.
grandfather means.
She must surely be under Zenoira's control to have turned against us so.
Now, you seek the Turanos, while I seek an army. 2 notes in the same melody. What say we sing this hymn together?
You'd truly be willing to join us?
We
Free
march
unit,
to
hell
vanquish
yeah.
Galerius and free all nations of Fevrith alike. Should you truly extend such a generous offer, we would gladly accept it. Come, I'll introduce you to the others.
You're a bigger dreamer than you look. Thank you, Elaine. I'd like that very much.
So I just got a new character for nothing. I just walked. Alright, I'll take that. Elheim. Another carving. We've made it through the winding woods unscathed, my prince. Let's press onward. As mentioned in Force, I mean to fight as part of your army. But please lend me your aid in liberating Elheim. I just walked into a thing. Ooh, nearly B rank. Nearly B rank. There's a strange carving on this monument. I bet it has to do with the treasure hidden away somewhere. Every nation has the treasure. Okay. The relevant journal. Okay. Because I actually did this off screen, but it's not really all that interesting. But I gave Elaine the following item. Kingsblade Cornix. And that's the hidden item. If you just tapping a bunch of carvings and stuff, you get a special item. So just give it to him. Who goes there? Another archer. Ah, Terras, it eases my heart to see. Well, yet who are these humans who will come to you? Brave souls of Cornian liberation. They've agreed to help drive Zenorian from our home. Salvation comes at last. Pray follow me. I will bring you to the Nagos. Level 15. Everything's starting to get level 15. I'm just gonna wander around a bit. As I'm wondering, oh my god. That looks like an advanced class as well. Just grab a few things here. Sneaky, sneaky, sneaky. And then I'll sneak away right now. I'll deal with the battle later. Okay, you just transitioned very naturally out of there. That's good. Okay, so next bridge, next bridge. Oh, I can travel via the trader. In fact, let me just go here. Gitra. Yes, this should be plenty. You ready for get started? Yes, let's prepare the bridge. And that's what I'm glad to help. A route to Grand Town lies ahead, Giant. Let's proceed forth in the final battle against Galera shall commence in truth. What does the trader have for me? I'll have to wait till night time. Annoying. Okay, so we're farming rapport now. Just trying to get those out of the way. Done and dusted. So we can just progress. Monica Melisandra. Is that you, Monica? Feels like it's been ages since we last saw each other. Good day, Lady Melisandra. I heard your house has aligned itself with Liberation, but I never expected to see you march amidst our ranks as well. Alright yourself. I am no lady with you, just an old friend. Though I'll admit, it's hard to think that 10 years have passed since the banquet at House Nordheim. A lot has changed in that time, of course. And I'm glad to see your hair is just as radiant gold as always. Sometimes like the syntax gets all weird just to sound like old Englishy, and sometimes they just speak a normal English. That's why it trips me up. Even in our youth, it was obvious you were never quite like the other nobles. While you may have struggled with decorum at times, you bore a keen eye for seeing matters as they truly were. Did I now? Tell me, do you recall what happened to the eve of that banquet? A thief found his way into the manor, proper past every last one of our skillful sentries, and while the rest of us strive to understand how, your gaze never left the yet quite young gentleman in attendance. At that time it seemed as though you were simply infatuated with him. Yet later grew clear that he was the one who had helped the thief inside. Somehow you had suspected man from the very beginning. Had I? I can't say I remember it on myself. And though I welcome the praise, we both know what happened afterwards. I sided with Zenora rather than defend my home. No, please, don't act like I'm some wonderful judge of character. If you insist. Next one. Did they not show the... Oh, god damn it. Let's go with this one. All those level 40s. Also, I completely forgot this one. It's level 6. I need to find a way to find all of those stupid... Is there a way to... No, I can't see it. I'll just have to... I know what to do. I think there's a rapport menu in the pause. I'll just do that. Now, what I've mainly been doing is also been gathering Elaine's ones, because he has a rapport with everybody. It is indeed the kind of peaceful atmosphere which calls to mind memories of my childhood. Do you remember the days you lifted me upon your shoulders to let me see above the castle balcony? I'd not soon forget it. I can almost picture it now, gazing at the endless lights which lay tranquil in the city below. As can I. Of course, I was still but a young man at the time, and took quite a scolding from Sir Joseph for exposing you to such danger. Yet dangerous as it was, I can think of a few moments that were more filled with joy. Often prayed that I would one day stand as tall as you, that I would bear the strength to support another, just as you did for me. It is a prayer I continue to offer the heavens even now. I've done nothing to deserve such kindness, such kind words, Your Highness, yet I feel the same. These moments we've spent together are truly invaluable memory. And I'm certain Queen Elenia will be pleased to see the fine man you've become in the time since. I hope you're right. Instantly. I like it. Got some bread for you, Elaine, fresh out of the oven. Do you mean to say you're the one who made it? Sure do. Then forgive me, lad, but I can't eat this. Why the hell not? Do you remember the last time you baked us bread? It was closer to biting into a rock than any actual sort of food. Oh, come on, that was ages ago. Here, I'll tear it off half for you. Huh, it does appear to be quite soft inside. I'll have to say, this is incredible. See, I'm thinking I might even start a bakery once we're done with all this. Bro, you're a knight. You don't need to work. If you're the hero of the liberation of Cordia, you can live up as a lord. Even if it's a minor lord. That's because you're not eating it right. It's a northern specialty meant to go with a nice hot bowl of soup. Really? Well, then maybe you should remember to tell people next time. I'm lucky I still have all my teeth after that. Does such a dish truly exist? Of course it doesn't, but only one of the 6 loaves I made actually turned out good. Not sure why though. I was using the same dough and everything. Perhaps you should hold off on the baker for now, Alex. Oh, we're here. I don't say anything. What is it? Oh, it's one right outside. So it does teleport you right on the spot. Just in the area. Ugh. Why the sigh, Your Highness? Ugh. What? That was not a sigh, that's a groan. Forgive me, Chloe, it was nothing important, I assure you. It certainly didn't sound like nothing. Well, I suppose I just haven't adapted to speaking like royalty all the time. All these years I spent learning under Joseph, and I still feel like I barely have anything to show for it. I could understand why, when I first met you, you couldn't tell anyone you were actually a prince, and that meant talking like anyone else does. I always used to find it endearing, to be honest. But now I feel like I'm constantly forcing myself to become someone I'm not. Maybe you just need a bit of practice then. That would be great, assuming you're offering, I mean. You can start right now, say that again. But like a prince would. Should you truly wish to grant me kindness, I would be honored to accept. That's better. Phew, I was worried for a second there. Don't be. I thought it was all quite elegant, actually. And I know you're leading an army now, but I hope we can still talk to each other like friends. At least when it's just the two of us. As do I. Thank you again, Chloe. Yeah. We'll get there. There's so many to go through. Oh my god. Just a... Okay. Oh. Hopefully all of these are just Elaine. Oh, so, okay, Tatiana and Khalees. Because I've been farming her as well. Because she only has three characters. Mind sparing a couple of feathers? Who's there? Show yourself a face or face my divine fury. Forgive me, I didn't realize a brain angel like you could get frightened so easily. It's you, the heretic responsible for nigh countless innocent deaths. You haven't answered my question. Will you be giving me the feathers or not? I have nothing to give a heartless demon like you. Damon, actually. I don't much appreciate your tone of voice, but you're correct. I've done terrible things in the name of great good. To save my people from plague, your church would do nothing to stop. Yes, well, there's little point arguing this now. What's done is done. A truth I know all too well. Tell me, what do you plan to do with the feathers of an angel? According to my studies, they can serve to enhance the efficiency of a conic that I added to. So I thought to do just for that for the cure I've created, though I have to admit, I'm rather skeptical. How dare you? The angels are messengers of heaven, not some medicine or herb to be harvested as you please. I know that, yet the plague still lingers in our lands and there's no telling if the current cure will stay effective in subsequent outbreaks. But if that's how you feel, then I'll leave you be, and I promise I won't make the same mistake again. We'll see about that. By the way, I did think to help with your town was Kashu, but there was nothing a mere angel such as I could do. You? What? And I can tell you truly want to save as many people as possible. So go on, you may have one feather, this evening only. Just make sure it doesn't hurt, will you? Very well, I promise to make sure this painless as possible. So I did have some from Joseph. Some for the way over there. Way over there. Still, I don't know how to get to that. That shining bit. That's probably a divine shard. Ugh. Are you alright, Your Highness? I am. 'Tis merely a headache is all. Why not, Joseph? I intend to be off to bed any minute now. I wish that were true. Yet the maps and tactical reports in your hands appear to speak otherwise. What manner of leader would I be should I only rely on the knowledge of others? A sensible one considering the alternative. Now come, you clearly need your rest. But if I don't do this, who will? Listen to me, my prince. I say this not as your advisor, but as a father given care of you by Queen Elenia. I cannot bear to see you suffer like this, to watch the fits of pain cast across your face. Then I'll put you through it any longer. I can only ask that you help me to my tent in return, as you wish. Pray come with me, with your horse, into your tent. Are you warm enough, Your Highness? I am. It feels as though I'm a child again under your attentive care, as I was for so many years in Pelevia. Yet you've grown much and more in time since. You stand taller now, kinder, a true leader, beholden to none but your own God. Be assured in that growth, and let your worries be washed away by the gentle tide of sleep. Thank you, Joseph. Even in slumber, I can still see echoes of the boys you once were. He literally went into the tent with his horse. How foolish was I referring to myself as his father? I'm the blade of the royal family and nothing more. Yeah, okay, they all have third tier. Except for Colin. Colin. Facility is not registered yet, shit. So there are some I can't actually do. Of course, everyone here. Right there. You've some skill, Rolf, to be able to hit your mark from such a great distance. As would hope for a lifelong country, yes. By the way, my prince, would you rather have fowl or boar for dinner? I can't say I have a preference, really. Just pick one, please. Why can't you decide? Ugh. Lex asked me to gather provision for him, but I find myself stuck with the annoying case of decision paralysis. In that case, I suggest we provide him with the turkey you just shot. An excellent choice, thank you, my prince. Hey, you got that meat I asked for? Indeed I do, a wild turkey from the local forest. Not sure I could ever cook one of those. You think I'm better off roasting it or tossing it in stew? Do you mind if I take until morning to think it over? Morning? I'm supposed to be making dinner tonight. Aha, funny. Bruno, I think he's gonna be okay. Damn, Travis. Who does he think he is anyway? Has something happened between the two of you, Bruno? Oh, nothing. It's just keep foisting all of my favorite foods on me. Of course, I'm happy to take him, but I don't know. He never used to do nothing like this before. And really, you think he'd be fighting me for the good stuff, not just giving it away? I'm not certain I would, actually. If I had to guess, I would assume he still feels guilt. Feels guilt over the manner in which he departed the Tricorns. Either that or he's merely happy to be sharing your company again, Bruno. That's enough standing around talking about it, though. I'm gonna bring all this back to him. You aren't going to keep his gift? I did, the first time, but this has been dragging on for days now. It's like he's barely even thinking of me as his friend anymore. I wish he'd stop trying to worry about me and go back to being the same old Travis. Perhaps you could tell him that, then I'm certain he'd be happy to hear you say it. Gah, why's it always gotta be him getting his way? Shower should be in the church, yeah. Thank you, madam. Please, it's my pleasure. I scraped my knee real bad, Sharon. They're all better now. What seems to be the matter? Oh, my stomach hurts. Yeah, that's it. Appreciate it. I know your game, pal. You're just faking sick so you can see Sharon. Like you could talk. Who's ever heard of going to a healer for a little scrape? Not so loud, damn it. Just think what she'd say if she heard us talking like that. You're a kind soul to be doing this, Sharon. Especially on a day you're meant to be resting. Yes, well, it's the only way I feel I can repay my debt. Your debt to whom? The orphanage here at Ronmut. It's where I was raised, actually. And though they received plenty of donations after the Dorian invaded, there's still so much they need my help with. As I've noticed, yes, I only ask that you not exert yourself beyond your means. I won't. Though if anyone should be making that request, it's me to you. And tell me, let me know if you ever need of my healing. I'll be glad to assist you however I can. What's with the staring, kid? Don't tell me I've got something stuck in my beard. Not at all. I was thinking you remind me of a warrior, actually. From an old legend I heard years ago. As the story goes, he was a frequent drunk, but spent many of his evenings deep in a flagon of mead. Yet he did so in secret, not wanting others to learn of what he perceived as a shortcoming. During the day, however, he fought countless enemies as an unparalleled fighter. Though reticent one at that, a person of few words and even fewer friends. Until one day, a local bandit devised a plan to finally lay the great warrior low. He treated our hero to a round after a round of potent break, thinking it would means to deplete the man's strength. Yet all that slackened was the man's inhibitions, and he spoke freely and eloquently, while subduing the bandit. As rumors spread of his endearing deeds, he was quickly beloved by everyone in town from that day forth. Ah, that's some story, kid, but what's it got to do with me? I'm never quiet, and I'm not all that beloved either. Only thing we have in common is the drinking, as well as your dauntless strength, and you are well loved, I might add. I admit, I've also seen you steal a few swigs of ale before battle yourself. Didn't think you'd notice that. I'll not tell you to stop either, as long as you remember to exercise moderation. The battlefield is no place for life's luxuries, of course, but depriving ourselves entirely is a certain way to damage morale. Don't worry, I won't take that kindness of yours for granted. And once you're king, maybe you and me can share a drink to celebrate. I look forward to the day, Warden. Actually, while I'm here, I might as well have a look.
Did it steal you're after? You're in the right.
No, I got everything here. Getra, that hammer you're carrying. What about it? Is it not different from the one you normally wield? I can't say I remember seeing such intricate carvings on it. Oh, you're right. Must have grabbed the wrong one from the armory this morning. Is there a reason you don't keep your weapons at your side, as most of soldiers do? Well, a hammer is not like most weapons. I can barely even fit the thing into my tent. Besides, sleeping next to something I've used for war would give me nightmares, you know. You have me considering whether I should be keeping my sword with me. I'd say so. I mean, you still gotta sharpen it and stuff, right? I don't have to do anything like that myself. Then it seems the armory is a fair choice, though taking the wrong weapon by mistake certainly could cause problems or battle to strike. Right, I almost forgot. Someone's probably not out there looking for this. I'd better go give it back to him, and thanks for noticing, Prince. Come to think of it, the armory tent does have a fair number of hammers. That Joseph would know a method of quickly telling them apart. Well, I see one here, so I'm gonna grab that quickly. Kitram Bernice. Ha! Whew. Get some training in, Kitra. Can't pretend I'm surprised you swing that hammer better than I could. Better than almost anyone could, really. And once you get going with it, only a fool would even think about standing in your way. Not to interrupt, Bernice, but you're sounding an awful lot like my aunt right now. You're what? You know, like my mom's sister. I ended up living with her for a while after my parents died. They always used to tell me I should learn how to ride, but this hammer was the only thing I ever had eyes for. And whenever I started having second thoughts, my aunt was there to insist I made the right choice. She's kinda like you. She's kinda like me, and a bit rough around the edges, you know? Never turned down a chance to help me train there either. Sounds like she and I would get along. I just hope she's okay out there. I'm sure she is, and I bet she'd be thrilled to know you're getting even better with that hammer of yours. So what do you say we have ourselves a little one-on-one? See what we can do. I'd like that very much, Bernice. That's the spirit. Now come on, I'll have you stronger before you know it. Oh, there's one over there. Oh, there's two. can I possibly do with all this? I could ask Petra again, not after last time. Is something the matter, friend? And what's the bag you have there? Is this how I learned you're abandoning orders? No, I would never. It's from my parents, actually, an assortment of all my favorite pickled vegetables. And I'm grateful for the gift, of course, but I'll never be able to eat it all on my own. They also sent me an array of formal firmware, which has about as much use of battle as a hibernated griffin. Granted, we do have the occasional feast every now and then, but knowing the company we keep, wearing anything too fancy would just make me stick out. Might you be able to send it all back? I thought about that, but I've been passing things on to perhaps family instead. After all, I'd rather not hurt my parents' feelings if I can avoid it. That sounds quite a puzzle, though I admit I'm somewhat jealous to hear it. The only missives I've ever received from my father demanded I honor our family name and the field of battle and nothing else. Though I suppose I should be pleased to hear anything at all from him. The man is taciturn, to say the least. Even so, I'm sure he worries about you in his own unique way. I bet no feat of bravery would ever make him happier than seeing you get home safe. I hope you're correct. Ugh, we'll get you for this, girl. Just you wait. Get to what's going on here? What's going on is those mercs were making fun of me, so I taught them a little lesson. Little manners. That's really all it took. You can't resort to violence over every bad word said about you. Think how you make us look, or yourself for that matter. You're the daughter of a lord, remember? You at least should start speaking like one, if nothing else. Sorry, not happening. The only lord our land's got now is Zenoira. My mom and dad are gone, and I'm not a noble, friend, and neither are you, not anymore. We will be. Once His Highness takes the throne, everything will go back to the way it used to be. That's what they say, yeah, but me, I'm not holding my breath. Do you not believe in him, Kitra? It doesn't matter what I believe. Besides, you're 5 times the proper lady I'll ever be. That's how it is, and that's how it always gonna be. Can't mean that. I don't really, and I know the prince isn't a bad guy. Oh, sorry, I'll watch what I say from now on, promise. Anyway, I should get going. Places to be, you know. I wonder if that's the problem she can really keep. Promise she can really keep. Okay. And again. Scott. Oh, yeah. Vivalia town, yeah? Do you remember this place, Elaine? How could I not? Lex and I used to waste hours on these woods, fashioning molly woods into makeshift swords, and eating nuts from the trees until your stomach hurts, don't forget. Yes, it's a rather embarrassing memory. Oh hey, what are you guys doing out here? I could ask you the same thing, Lex. Oh, you know, just figured I'd see how that island's been doing since we left. The old art is the same as always, by the way. You used to get so mad at us for playing back there, Scarlet. That was actually more of a you problem, Lex, and only because you kept trying to climb on the statues. Guess so, yeah. Well, I better get going. Stomach's been killing me for some time. For some reason. Oh god, she's been eating the nuts. Still a slave to his habits, I see. Please tell me you haven't been eating any nuts at least. No, of course not. Nom nom nom. Don't see anything here. One thing I like about this game, I can farm these, and I'm not locked until I actually progress the support. Because the game knows it doesn't matter. I've always devised a new formation oriented toward magical arts. I was hoping I might test out when Zenoira's next strike, but I'll need more sources if I wish to do so. In that case, I'll have some transfer from over from another unit right away. You truly do that for me, but it's just an idea, and I've no guarantee it will prove effective. Nor will you until you have the opportunity to assess its utility in actual combat. Should it fail, at every place you'll see its flaws refined, and perhaps even more so should it succeed. Yes, I suppose so. It's an odd sensation speaking with you like this. You treat me not with the contempt I'd expect from a royal prince, but care and respect for your common man. Perhaps because I've spent more time in hiding in pavilion shores than sipping fine teas in the royal chambers. But for my part, I consider you to be anything but common. It is clear you're a great sorcerer, Ellie, even if you fail to realize it yourself. And seeing how little I know of the finer points of magic, it is of merit indeed to have you around. Unless there's a lot of other sorcerers at once, I'll do whatever I must to remain worthy of that praise. I'm certain you will. God, I'm getting so many units. Okay, there's 2 here. Do a bit of gathering. Like, the sooner I can post a guard, the sooner I can stop having to do this myself. So let's get that done. Thanks for letting me sort this out. Maybe now we can actually do our jobs. Awesome.
You won't find finer weapons in all of Drakenhold. Beware.
Running out of actual units. Let's put Salve in here.
I'll spare no effort.
Okay, and with this, I'll have resources for this area, and I'll be able to resupply even more towns. It's hard to believe you're doing all this in a bunch of strangers. I'm nearly at rank B. Just need to keep pushing. Nothing here, right?
You won't find finer weapons in all of Drakenhold.
I have how many? I have 25. Jesus Christ. I need to get rid of those.
Be waiting.
Right, station a guard. We're literally running out of people. I'll have to start doing my actual...
Your faith in me shall not be misplaced.
Anything I can trade? Please feel to speak with me whenever you want to exchange items. Thank you very much. I have... due of parrying. Suppose I can do that. Holy Shield. Holy Guard. Block an enemy attack with Meaning Guard prevents debuffs. Holy Brooch. These look really good. War. Attacks all enemies with magic. Well. Alright, let me just exchange a few more. So, let's just exchange the... one of these. Templar Bow, Templar Chain. There you go. I should have access to more stuff now. Yeah, because I gave stuff away. Angel Plume. I'll probably find that somewhere. This is quite a quandary. What's wrong, Yana? Well, I bought some new clothes over in town, but it turns out they're much too small for me to fit into. And I tried offering them to some other soldiers of ours, yet nobody seemed especially interested. So here I am, stuck with an outfit I can't wear, no one to give it to. In that case, do you mind if I take a look? Be my guest. You can even try it on if you'd like. If I wore something you only picked up for myself, maybe I can be just as charming and mature as she is. Here you are, Chloe. This is a bit less fabric than I was expecting. I'm not sure if size can really be an issue when there's barely any clothing here to begin with. You would think not, but it would be rather tight around my waist. Though a slender girl like you should have no problem with that. Go on, try it. If you say so. Don't do this, Chloe. There's some things the world was not meant to see. What's that supposed to mean? Please, Chloe, you have plenty of charm as it is, without resorting to such revealing attire. You too, Scarlet. And we're done. Not sure what we've done to deserve this, but as the mayor of this town, all I can say is thank you. I can only hope our lives will be a little easier now.
You won't find finer weapons in all of Drakenhold. Be waiting for...
Alright, do I start giving it to other units, or... I'll give it to Aramis, I suppose.
I shall guard it well.
Oh, that's a magic circle. I've come to understand you heard a voice from the heavens, Elaine. At the sanctuary back in Cornea, yes. Interesting, but why were you able to receive its tidings, I wonder? An anatomical peculiarity of your world, and if only I had the educational background to say for certain. Though, whatever the answer may be, I find myself utterly captivated. You're staring at me rather intently, Sylvie. Ah, my apologies. It seems there's truly no end to the depths of your curiosity. Have you any particular reason for that? Well, if you wish to create the ideal future, you must first understand the failings of history. That's what my father always used to say to me. And though my ambitions aren't quite as lofty as his, well, I find there to be few things in this world more compelling than the mysteries of our past. 'Tis a respectable saying indeed. My mother often spoke in a similar way of the inherent value in studying the chronicles of centuries older. Please, Elaine, it's just an old proverb. You shouldn't read too much into it. Another one! What wonderful fortune we've come across a new serial now that allow me to activate his power. Beginner 2. Level 10. Okay, so I was skipping ahead. What's this? I guess we're doing this.
Such stifling heat.
Indeed, my prince. Traversing the sands without a guide will prove an endeavor most perilous.
Heat's not the only thing that will choke you out here.
What do you mean?
These wastes were once a place of exile for the convicts and criminals of Drakenhold. Even to this day, the people live in tense isolation, eager to assail anyone who comes from beyond its bounds. Not to mention the plethora of bandit camps. Each lays claim to a swath of land, and would lay down their lives to see it protected.
Their thieving is what keeps the citizens of this region from feeding on more than just sand and empty dreams. And they help thin the ranks of Drakenhold's foul aristocrats. So the kingdom is more than willing to turn a blind eye. All that to say, it's no place for royalty like us. It's as if these barons are another nation entirely.
Just a sec there.
Impertinent cretin. Does this look like a conversation you should be interrupting?
Did mean to offend. Anyways, it's kinda awkward saying this after that spiel about it being a criminal wasteland.
He's from there.
But this is where I grew up. The way I hear it, Zenora's running the show now. Don't know why they'd wanna, but they are. You mind if I scout things out? See what's going on? I got friends here. Family, really, just without the blood binding us. I'm worried sick about them. And hey, I'll make sure those royal heads stay right on your shoulders where they belong.
I admit, a local guide would be helpful. The decision is yours, Elaine.
What decision is there?
If
Oben
the
has
people of
proven
these
himself to
dunes
be
suffer
capable.
under Zenoira's heel, then they deserve the same aid we offer everyone else. That, and I worry for Aubyn's family. Let's be off.
Appreciate it, boss.
At some point, I'm gonna read all the entries in the archive. You cheeky bastard! You snuck up on me like that. Okay.
Sharpen your blades.
Get wrecked.
That was close.
No. Yeah, I'll get a little hit. I wasn't expecting anything decent there. Oh, that hit. I'm very surprised. Oh! It hit again? But how? Let's keep looking. Like I said, these are all stomping grounds. How about you give them a grand tour? Just round. Level 11. Oh, these are... Okay. So this area is not as secluded as I thought. Level 11. So this way is not meant to be the main route. I was actually literally meant to... I was grinding to be able to fight in this area. But evidently I don't need to. Just want to dig. Thank you. Give me things. This is what I was intending to get. I want to fight this battle. But back to reports. Virginia, not yet registered. Tatiana. If you need something from me, I suggest you send a messenger instead. You never know when I might lose my temper and attempt to kill you. When we first met, you said you wished to see what ideals I fight for. Yet, if you're going to do so, you'll need to observe firsthand how I choose to conduct myself. I would also much prefer not having to avoid you if at all possible, especially considering my own desire to study your work. An amusing thought, but without years of dedicated study, you won't even understand what you're looking at. Indeed, I know how hard you've struggled to reach your current level of expertise, and I wouldn't expect a novice such as myself to comprehend your research at first glance. Yet, if I don't at least try, I feel strongly that I'll never comprehend you either. Grant me that opportunity, Tatiana, and please, I swear I'll not let it get in your way. What a strange man you are. First you decide not to punish my wrongs, and now you refuse to keep your distance despite the fact that I clearly despise you. It is more than just plain tolerance, though. You have a strong will, and a dash of ruthlessness, too. I wonder how will Corneas flourish with you at its helm. More importantly, how will it fall? I can't say myself, but that's precisely why you should be observing my every move. Both now and after Beverus is in its rightful hands once more. Still not done. Christ. Monica. Ugh. That was a rather impressive sight. Those aren't even sight, those are grunts. Monica, is something the matter? Apologies, my prince. I didn't expect anyone to actually actually hear that. Yet I'll have you know, it's sometimes best to leave a woman to her misery. Forgive me, I barely thought to offer my help if you needed it. That's very kind of you. As it happens, I've received a letter from my grandfather, one which details every last aspect of the very machinations Clive mentioned earlier. He wanted to thank me and to apologize as well. Needless to say, I've already come to terms with the reality of the situation, and if he truly thinks a letter is enough to redress his failings, then he clearly mistaken. I see your point, yes. Despite his impulsiveness, my grandfather is surely well-intentioned at heart, if not a little too cunning for his own good. Sadly, he and his ilk are an increasingly rare breed among the nobility of our nation. As far as I can remember, the man had cared more for card games and horse riding than inheritance or decorum. And as thoughtless as he can be at times, he's always ready to risk his own well-being for the sake of others, just as he did when he chose to fund deliberation behind these and on his back. In all honesty, it's a miracle that the old fox had lived as long as he did. I think I understand the reason for that sigh now, Monica. It was one of concern of your grandfather's safety. Enough about the sigh already. Oh, and I'd appreciate if you kept this matter to yourself while you're at it. Okay, all done. And okay. I grinded so many of these, oh my god. Where? I can't see. Apparently there's one nearby. Oh, there's one here. Right there. Couldn't have just taken me to it. Can I ask you something, Lex? Why do you only sneak food out when I'm on cooking duty? Is it obvious? It's because you're the best chef we got. And we'd never had enough for seconds, so this is my one shot at getting a few extra bites in. Well, maybe we would have enough if someone wasn't stealing rations before we even set up. Isn't that like a court-martial? Stealing rations in wartime? Oh, I never thought about it like that. Still, I can't blame you for being hungry. You work harder than just about anyone in the army. Well, I'm glad you think I'm a good cook. Hold on, is that blushing I see? I really do mean it, though. I don't know what to do without you. Didn't let me finish. What I was going to say is, all the flattery in the world doesn't excuse theft. Listen, I'm sorry, alright? How about this? I'll set the table for dinner from now on, and I'll help you clean up after. And in return, you look the other way when I sneak a couple early bites. Fine. But the second you forget to help, the deal's over. Works for me. So good. That's far more than a couple of bites. Oops, sorry. Like, I swear, like, at the very least, he like deserves a flogging or something for that. Oh god, where's that? Hodrick and Lex. Where do you think you're going, Lex? It is already past midnight. Oh, I was just gonna grab a little water. All this wandering around makes a guy thirsty, you know? I know you're lying. Alright, fine. I was planning on sneaking myself an early breakfast too. With blade in hand? I think not. How long have you been stealing off the train like this? Call me red-handed. Applaud your dedication, I truly do, but wearing yourself too thin now will come at a great cost during actual battle. Oh, don't worry about that. I've been doing this for weeks and no problems yet. Very well, but we shall speak of this again if you ever catch your eyelids growing heavy. I doubt you wish to impede the prince's march due to a mere lack of sleep. Figures you'll be saying this stuff because of Elaine. You shouldn't malign him so, Lex. He only keeps you at his side because he trusts you. You mean... Huh, I think the big guy was actually trying to help me. Maybe I should get some sleep after all. Probably well over 200 hours, yeah. So many of these conversations to go through. Oopsie, I think. Oh, not many. Right on there, okay. Did Oopsie, I hadn't realized you had joined the Liberation as well. Yes, my dear Sharon, and now that I have, we can be together once more. Wait, is that flower crown you're carrying? It is, made with the same kind of blossoms as the ones you gave me when we first met. You really were the most charming person I've ever encountered. I can still remember the delicate way you approached me, asking if I had lost my flower crown somewhere. Well, of course. Every angel I'd seen in the scriptures was shown wearing one. So when I saw you alone in the middle of the forest, I assumed you had simply misplaced yours. It's rather a shameful memory thinking of it now. The only text weren't entirely wrong, though. We do wear such ornaments during certain ceremonies. Whoever penned the tone must have been a remarkable human indeed. But I must admit, Sharon, I far prefer the crown you made to those of my homeland. Now, observe this dream blossom capable of transforming a sunny afternoon into the darkest of night. Raise your head and gaze upon the flickering lights of the endless expanse. They're beautiful, just as I remember with them being all those years ago. It's almost like we've been thrown back in time. The days of... This sets a really, really weird precedent. Indeed, often did I wish to enjoy these sights together while we were apart. Just literally turn it day into night at any time. Christ. Let's not think too much about it, I suppose. Oh, I think these are the last two. Where? The fuck game? You just spawned me here. Where's the town? Where's the... There it is, over there. Oi. Ugh. What happens now? You look utterly exhausted. Is that you, Monica? I require nourishment. And you shall have it. Just stay strong while I fetch you some food. Thank you again, Monica. At times I grow so absorbed in my research I forget to eat for an entire day. I try to think what would have happened if you hadn't come when I did. Yet in a sense, I can't help but admire your single-minded devotion to knowledge. Oh. When I was young, my parents kept me on an extreme strict schedule, one which saw my time devoted to my studies and little else. It's practically torture, being forced to learn day in, day out. And no matter how intently I watched the hourglass, the flow of its sand was always painfully slow. All that to say, I admire your motivation, Sylvie. I would never find the energy to spur myself on as you have. Fascinating, yes, and I confess my research is the only pleasure I know in life. Surely you have other joys which drive you forth, though. Joys beyond the pursuit of scholarship. Well, I suppose I do enjoy a cup of tea beneath the starlit sky. Yet my instructors shun such fanciful hobbies and earn... That's not a hobby! And earn me ever towards the noble sublime. How very callous of you. While it's a true delight in my research, it's not some out-of-vain search for the sublime. I simply found where my curiosity lay, and chose to pledge my life to its calling. That's all. I hope to do the same as you someday. I'm sure you will, Monica, and I can't wait to see where your passion leads. I think... Oh, you fucking... I'll just kill you.
Get moving.
I get correct. No. I guess this is also another way to farm honor. But I think that is literally everybody. Save the game. Let's just do a quick battle, eh? I think it's here. There it is. Let's liberate this area, and then we'll do something else. Let's do this quickly. I think it's a small skirmish, so it'll be fine. Yeah. These'll do.
Witness true, Shibble. Your will shall be done. At once. A feudal endeavor.
I think I can do this with 2 units.
Give in! Not today!
Get wrecked.
Bowing out already?
I think that's... Let me check. Berenice still needs a bit. Next on the list would be Adele. Okay. Tally ho.
The day will be ours. We march. Onward.
Revive my units, you bastard.
Do you realize who you defy?
Your villainy ends here.
Finish them off. Good. I think. Yeah.
We march on.
With these 2 cell swords, they
Victory
can
grows ever
shred these
closer.
units.
The path is set. You face me.
I shall teach you the...
Your villainy ends here.
Okay, I guess Elaine will just deal with everything.
You're mine!
Nice.
A fine job. Well fought.
No way in hell.
The time is at hand. Onward. Come then.
Oh well, it doesn't really matter so long as I finish the game. Finish this level nice and quick. Oh, the way he just shredded that.
A fine bout. To me. Your villainy ends here.
Killing chain. Oh hell yeah.
Well fought.
Done. Ha, da, da. Actually, what do these get? Because I saw in the demo there were units called the Arbalest. Do I not get them? Or... Save the game. Yep, the surrounding area is done. And should have enough to liberate it as well. And thank you for liberating town, good sir. Now we can live in town once more. Now I can probably restore it quite easily, yeah. So much resources. Everyone in town is certainly grateful for your actions. Not quite there yet, but we're getting there.
If it's steel you're after, you're in the right place.
Viper. Poison immunity. Interesting.
Be seeing ya.
Okay, I think I've run out. Oh wait, no, there's Virginia. Or Leia. I'll put Leia in there.
I'm glad to be of service.
Gather resources quickly. That is a lot. What the hell? I've been sleeping on this area for too long, I see. I think that's everything, and then I'll encounter the next town. What do you have?
If it's steel you're after, you're in the right. Be seeing ya.
Right, so I'm gonna save the game here. Just be extra sure. And that's next time, guys. I'll see you then. Bye.